Let's learn about some teams that weren't committed enough and teams that were committed enough with good D, bad D, with everything DB, Darius Butler.
Let's go. Let's get to it.
Hey, I think you have a remote right there, too. I think.
Ooh,
I don't know if it'll work.
A cowboy?
Let's see what happens.
You know what?
Oh, like a click. You got a clicker.
I trust you on the remote.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Listen,
wow.
All right, hey, let's go.
Trust the team.
Let's start with some bad D.
Hey, let's start with that bad D. Let's go ahead and get through some of this bad D, but good offense. So your offensive fans out there, this is the team you want to watch. You see them every week pretty much on here and in the trenches. It's the reason why. So cover 3 right here. A true cover 3. Pause it real quick. So you got different cover 3s, same coverage, but people play it differently. Sometimes it's more of a match concept, which means these flat defenders are going to run in match routes, almost like man-to-man, depending on who comes in your zone. Or we call it a high school cover 3, which we all learned. You get to your areas, whether it's curl, flat, hook, curl, deep post, deep third, and then you play it out. This is a high school cover 3 right here. So deep third player, hook, curl player. Christian McCaffrey, you're going to see Brock Purdy escape the pocket. Christian McCaffrey is going to escape right through kind of like the C gap. Pause it. So now, as this hook curl defender, he's going to stay in his area. This deep third defender, he's kind of going to go to Brandon Ayuk. He's also going to take both of these defenders, so he's going to clear this out. And now you got Christian McCaffrey, who's going to run up and they just almost run like a slot fade from the backfield and end up wide open. This flat defender's on juice in the flat. Brock escapes the pocket. You'll see it better from the tight copy.
Jeez.
And now you watch the tape, you're like, how the fuck does Christian McCaffrey get that wide ass open? That's how it happens.
So why did that corner follow Ayuk the entire way across? Did he think it was a match?
Yeah, when you're in the deep third, when you have that number 1 receiver, so pause it. When you have that 1 receiver, that is like your main responsibility. So when he's that tight to the formation, though, I think he could have dropped him and just had some vision. But you're not expecting, this isn't a route concept that you see I don't think I've ever seen this route in
slot frame from the backfield?
Yeah, just a slot just running up and then kind of bowing out to the open area. Never seen this route. So that's something you're not seeing on tape a bunch. And then Brock does a good job. A lot of people just say he sits in the pocket and he throws to great players. He does that sometimes, but this is him escaping the pocket, extending the play.
Is this supposed to go here, you think? And he just decides to take it there?
I don't know. I almost think it's designed to run to be this way because of you. They know the rules too. They know that's what great offensive coaches do. They attack your coverage rules. So hey, this corner's probably going to run with that guy. We're going to have juice in the flat. He's going to be occupying that flat defender. And then you're just going to have Christian McCaffrey, obviously probably their best player on the team, be wide ass open in the flat. So it's Brock extending the play, and it's also a great play design as well.
Yeah, great play design, getting people open.
Yep.
Some people seem to do that. McDaniel does it with Tyreek Hill somehow. He's able to do it with CMC, Debo, George Kittle, depending on whenever they want. How come we're not seeing it with Travis Kelce?
Good question.
Because
you see, so if you go back to the beginning of this play, when you start this play, when you come out of the huddle now, George Kittle's not on the field right now, but you got Debo Samuel.
Wide.
You got Brandon Ayuk, who's a dog. Juice is a dog, but you're never going to game plan to stop 44. If 44 comes out and beat us, we can live with that. And then obviously Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. 1st and 10, this is really a rundown. You get the play action. So you're not coming out and saying, hey, I'm worried about Christian McCaffrey, in the deep part of the field. So that's how you kind of catch guys sleeping. And there's so many weapons. When you play the Kansas City Chiefs, we got to stop 87. 87 can't beat us. If Rice beats us, if Tony beats us, if Pacheco beats us, we can live with that. We can't let Mahomes in 87 beat us.
Let's go some more bad D, shall we?
Bad D.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. You're talking about good play designers. You're talking about good play designers. Sean McVay is definitely one of them. You got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua in a stack right here. He's going to motion across. And now, just like I spoke about on the last play, now you have a flat defender once again. Now, pause. Once again, good offensive play callers attack defensive rules. Once again, one of their best players on offense is going to be wide ass open because of some rules. And this is kind of a gray area rule. This used to give us issues as well. As a flat defender, you're always responsible for out and up, a wheel route. So that could be a linebacker, a safety, a corner. You're responsible for out and up. But it's always gray area there because as a defender, the difference is if I'm a flat defender, if he does this, that's my responsibility.
Because he wanted a flat.
Shoulders. Boom, shoulders go to the sideline, shoulders go up.
Okay.
If he does this.
Wheel.
That's not my responsibility. That becomes the deep third defender. So it's that kind of gray area that gets people off guard. Now, corners, safeties, you have that type of relationship. You know, okay, I'm going to err as the deep third defender. Once again, good play design, tight split inside the numbers. He runs them off. Boom, he completely drops him because those shoulders, if you run it back, Cooper Kupp's. So it's almost like a switch release. So that's a switch release, and that's not a wheel route because his shoulders didn't come up, out, and up. So right now, that's just a switch release. That's two verticals. And on paper, that's responsible. That's the deep third defender responsibility. So that's the gray area that good offensive play callers call. And once again, when you know the defense you're going against, if it's a match, because this won't work on a match. If this was seam flat, he would just take that guy, the final two. He would just run with them. But since it's a true zone, almost like a high school zone again, it's on that defender. Pause it. See, this linebacker has to get a good drop. This flat defender gets a good drop as well, but this corner should be deeper and just filling and splitting those 1 and 2 verticals. He does not. Stafford obviously sees it. This was dialed up. So once again, you're looking at the tape as a Commanders fan. How the hell is Cooper Kupp?
The linebacker did a good job, though, getting under
Great
that,
drop.
D, but
yeah.
The corner should have felt good about that and been able to kind of slough off and get some depth.
Slough off.
Great drop. So that's also the
57.
difference. Yeah.
Turning and running,
Right
too.
here.
That's good. Like, he's not getting – if he gets sucked up a little bit, he's like, I got to get here and I got to get in this throwing lane.
He did get sucked up a little bit. It was
bit.
just a little suck up.
I did great. One step.
Great recovery. So to AJ's point, if I'm in this corner, because sometimes that curl feels naked, it's like, damn, I gotta get down there. He's wide open. But if you see your guys, because once again, this is true zone. Guys are dropping the spots. So you have to, and it's Cooper Kupp too. Like, you got to have some awareness. Like, as soon as I come out, I don't care if I'm the corner on the opposite side, especially with a team that motions a lot, I'm going to know where 10 is. So when 10 comes across in motion, I'm not just going to let that go and drop it. But good play design, and honestly, that's why bad defenses are bad. So now he's kind of looking confused, like, because to him, he probably thinks that was a wheel route. And then he'll get to the sideline, get on a Microsoft Surface, and see, oh, his shoulders never turned into a switch release, and then you correct it. But that's good offense.
Is that on the defense, or is it on, like, Ron Rivera wanting to watch Rugrats instead of film?
We don't know if that's true.
It's possible, though.
I mean, that's on the defense. To me, I always, coaches are obviously
They fired
important.
their DC,
and
too.
coaches are going, so coaches are supposed to put you in position. They have to make sure that you know how you've been attacked, you know the strengths and weaknesses of your defense or offense. But as a player, we always talk about being a pro. That's myself. I got to know where I got to be. I also got to know what my teammates are going to be, and then we got to know how we're going to be attacked as well. So I put it on the players, in my opinion.
I am not envious of the Commanders.
We should have known when they weren't sure where the we are Commanders.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's good.
How'd you guys?
It's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
Here you go, 33 seconds. Fourth quarter, 3rd and 10. We've all seen it at this point. At this point, obviously, DK Metcalf has made some big catches. Hey, we're going to have some bodies. He's going to drop out coming to this side. Pause it. Yep. So you're going to have a body coming to 14. You got a corner, one-on-one on Tyler Lockett on the opposite side of the field. Blankenship, he's leaning to Tyler Lockett. Why? You're going to have a single high safety, which Drew Lock talked about in the huddle. And he trusts Bradbury to win over there on Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's on the outside, does a lot of damage from the slot. And they put Metcalf in the slot a lot this game for some reason. But you had Bradbury on Metcalf. If you run it back to the beginning, Drew Lock talked about, him being soft, so you're in off coverage. And then Jackson Smith does a great job just attacking him and then just blowing out. That's like running that red line that you see on the practice field. You give your quarterback room to throw this ball. He said, I'm throwing it to that back square. Great ball location. If he doesn't catch it, it goes out of bounds. Great catch, wet, rainy, fingertip catch.
Couldn't tell it was raining.
No, there's another one of those cameras.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They don't even show the puddles on jackets.
No, it's only when they go to that sideline.
What is the deal? How does it do that?
It's annoying.
It is annoying. Because they're saying it was coming down last night. I'm watching 4K pretty much. Like,
No, it's not.
I'm looking for water to kick up underneath the shoes. And it's like, no. Where's the rain?
Is water real?
Water's certainly real. Is it wet, though?
Feels like that.
That's the real question.
No,
Is
it's
water
not.
wet? But yeah, great execution,
Or does
great
it make
finish here.
things wet?
Bingo. There it is.
Great throw too. Great throw, great ball. Look, it's just great execution.
What's that?
And for an offense that wasn't slinging around all night long, 92 yards, got to have it and make it happen. So big time play, big time drive some young cats, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at some good D.
Get to the good D.
Hey, let's sling some good D.
Yeah.
On this good Tuesday.
Same graphics.
No
there.
edit. Yeah.
Sorry, JJ, we have to get you out of here now. What's going on?
Oh.
What's that? What's
Get
that?
you out of here. Who do we swap?
Oh,
Just
no.
joking. Just joking. Just
I'll
joking.
tell you
9-9
what.
to be there.
Alumni game, we're in trouble.
9-9 to be there.
No.
Alumni game, we're in
No.
trouble.
You saw Joe
Because alumni
Clarko.
game, we got Jason Sehorn.
Secondary.
That's one
secondary
position.
improves.
Yeah.
Wayne Corbett.
Dick LeBeau.
Peyton.
All right. Okay.
Steve Largent.
You guys just start doing the research on that one. We want the game now. We want the game now.
These DBs right now do not want to see Mike Allstott coming up the sideline on them. I know that much.
You're right. You're right.
Who? Mike Allstott?
Yeah.
Like also was
Tank.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolute dog. He's coaching football now.
Yeah?
He's making a bunch of A train.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to create a bunch of A train.
Yeah, your team better be ready for CTE.
You're talking to Mike
coming.
Allstott?
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Tagging me.
Here's a good defense. This guy got shot out of a fucking cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw this
Holy
yesterday. 4th and 3. Watch him. Deep third defender, so cover 3. You see some communication down here. Love that. Now, Fred Warner, we always talk about him being in the perfect position, him knowing what's coming. Pause it. This is what we used to call at least a middle flood concept. So high-low. Going to run a crosser going from right to left, cross from left to right, and you have a hook over the ball. So Kyler looks here first, here second. He's waiting. If you run it back a couple frames, you'll see Fred Warner just waiting for it. Great communication. These linebackers pass both of those crosses off. And by the time he gets back to his third look, which is that kind of button hook over the ball, C. Ward is putting his foot in the ground, all pro Mooney.
Bye-bye.
And caught it running, and that's the one you
Damn.
dream about. Just perfect execution from the defense. We always talk about defense, offense as well, just been a team sport, a team game. So that's these guys being on point, because those are the ones you want on 4th and 3. You want to hit one of those crosses, passing them off. He's ready for it. Great leverage, great eyes in zone coverage. Boom.
Ward knew that was 3. Option 3, right?
Yeah, so once his other threats kind of died, that vertical, that tight end became his only deep threat. So if Kyler was to just go straight back and that be his read, and he was on there, those linebackers that are underneath, now you get a much better view. Because as a good zone defense, you want eyes on the quarterback. Pause it. Eyes on the quarterback, eyes on the quarterback, eyes on the quarterback. He's the only guy, as a deep third defender, those are kind of your only man matches. So just like the one on Ayuk that you saw, he's like, why is he chasing him? Because you're just looking for that one vertical threat. So Ward's eyes on the man, everybody else is on that quarterback. So right now, boom, it opens up. That's the difference in the NFL. Like, those windows close so fast with DBs and linebackers. That's why everybody's small, everybody's faster, because the windows close. You obviously got pass rushers, both to the left. Gregory, good pocket, though. Good pocket, good protection. Great execution on the back. What you got, AJ?
Don't you think Ward also probably felt pretty good knowing it's a tight end, too, and he's not going to just be a burner and run right by me? So that gave him a little like he's sitting, waiting. And it's 4th and 3, so these backers they know they're playing the sticks.
Oh, yeah, and that's your only vertical threat. And on the other side, if you see it on the hash, you can see kind of his cleat.
Yeah, that's Tyreek Hill. You got to play it a little differently.
Oh, yeah, a lot different. Lot different. That's gonna be open if that's Tyreek. But he closed a lot of ground there, and then to finish it, put that thing in one hand, crib it. It's an excellent play.
Can't believe that's their first defensive touchdown.
That was wild.
If you told me that was their 10th, I'd believe you.
Yeah, I agree.
Same.
I agree.
Ooh,
These guys got one.
Hey, this was probably my favorite pick six I've ever seen. Like the route recognition.
Great.
Then like you see the ball. As soon as it snap, beat the block. Obviously, it's designed to block it up. They had numbers, so you got 1, 2, 3, and then you want to get the ball in Austin Eckler's hand. 2nd and 13. Now, Jack Jones obviously didn't have a great run in New England, but something you learn pretty early. 2nd and long, get back on track play.
AJ.
Expect screens and draws.
Fuck.
AJ,
We're doing
a great play.
Still watching. It's my bad.
Expect screens and draws on the
situation.
get back on track play. 4th quarter, obviously, this game was already ugly, but whew.
What if he misses that? If he misses that D-but there,
they might be out the gate.
Set up. Yeah, he's set up.
But you know what? When you're corner this position, we up 40 points. It's when you drop your nuts and you just start doing all, anything.
Always
you want.
pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
If I was the D coordinator, I'd say, if you see it, you pull the trigger no matter what. We'll live with it if you miss
Yeah,
it.
Bubby read it too.
Oh, yeah. So all these guys, they showed, they're running. And I'm seeing this more and more. We saw the one with Carlton Davis, the pick he had when he was throwing the Bijan out of the backfield. A lot more now. You didn't really see it. I didn't see this much when I was playing. A lot of guys are anticipating these screens, jumping them, picking them off. Somebody had one, but I think, was it Greenlaw? Somebody had, no. Pratt, Jermaine Pratt from the Bengals, he had one, but somebody jumped offside. I think Trey Henderson jumped offside, but he had another pick on the screen route as well.
I like this next one a lot. Let's go, boy.
My coach, what is it, 19 games now, 18 games in a row? This defense has created a turnover, which leads the league by a wide margin.
That's what we do.
What is this? Maserati Mitch back here, 1st and 16, so you had a penalty on first down. Play action, you try to get a throwback. So this is one of those plays, if you pause it, where you see the good offenses, they run it. You see Ben Johnson run this or Kyle Shanahan, somebody like, oh my God, it's a great play design. Just doesn't work for everybody for some reason. George Pickens in the slot, so he's sprinting out to the right. Typically, that's when you get the hitch route and a corner behind it. But he fakes to the corner, goes post. Great discipline from young guy Nick Cross. Had kind of up and down start with the Colts, having a great year this year. And then you throw this jump ball up to George Pickens. Gets a little bodied there. I like to see it high-pointed, go up top. Moss George Pickens in the middle of the field. Love to see it from the young guy, especially in that 2-0, do-0 Colts uniform. I like these unis, too.
Yeah.
Little Colts, little horseshoes in the back, little stripes.
3 stripes on the side.
The horseshoes that look like balls on the back of the helmet?
Yep.
No, they don't look like balls.
That's what the internet said.
The internet's going to let their jokes fly.
Great. Hey, if you run this back one more time, too, like something that it didn't come up on this play for these guys, discipline. It doesn't show up till it shows up. So when you sprint out as a flat defender, you see Kenny Moore here. Once you sprint out, your zone moves. So now you have to start pushing your zone to that sideline. And just like the play earlier where AJ was talking about that corner feeling more comfortable when he sees him. So now if George Pickens was to run this 7 route, this corner route, that cornerback will be in great position because he's sinking back with his eyes vision on the quarterback. Post safety, he's where he should be, which is inside that receiver. So that's everybody doing. These guys are obviously getting depth, so they're underneath. So that's everybody doing their job, and then obviously you high pointing to finish that play.
Is the wideout supposed to sell the 7 a little more?
Look out.
Probably.
Look out for the Colts.
Him getting bodied is the wildest part.
Well, it's Colts. Physical football team.
There's a lot in there, too.
It is the Loud House. It is the Loud House. That's why they got the penalty.
Hey, a little pressure too.
Give me that. Give me
that.
Hey,
that's a great catch too.
Give me
great
that.
catch. And George Pickens, we saw Lamar do this with Isaiah Likely the other day. Sometimes you just see your guy down there and it's fuck it, he down there somewhere. Your guy goes up and makes a play. And then sometimes it's the defense that makes a play.
Eesh.
3rd and 9.
They call it 50-50 ball.
Whew, double. You pause it here. So everybody up here can tell you this. If we're getting the red area, we call it double. Which 2 guys are you going to double on the Minnesota Vikings?
Justin Jefferson.
Boom.
Jordan Addison.
TJ.
Or Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson. Boom. Yep. So TJ Hawkinson, I think he leads them in targets. He's going to get doubled down here. See eyes, hey, he's not going to beat us, and Justin Jefferson isn't going to beat us either. So you got Mike Hilton actually on the inside here. Don't know what you're looking at, Mullins. But
he threw for 300 yards.
Not. This is a big red. You can't.
He blends in with the end zone.
Every drive.
Whoa, need a mouth.
Especially when you get down there, the offense got to end with a kick, either extra point or a field goal. You got to get points here. 3rd and 9, trying to force it to 18. Once again, not gonna let 18 or 87 beat us down here. Boom. Great job.
I couldn't see Hilton there either.
Blend in with the stripes.
He's a dog.
Those stripes. Strike again, Tone. But there we go. Some good D. Mike Hilton. Ooh.
What about this? We got some good D from last night.
13 seconds left for the gusto. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles trying to drive. Post safety, you pause it. Actually, let's run this back. You got A.J. Brown down here. You got Devontae up top. So obviously you're going to be leaning to 18. You know they need a big chunk play. You still go single high. Love the shoulders. Burst, sense of urgency coming out. Square up. I mean, I thought he had a great year last year with the Giants. I was surprised that he went to Seattle for what he went there for. But great job getting off the hash. Underthrown ball, but getting off the hash and making an unbelievable catch on the sideline. Getting those both toes down Like this is,
Wow.
it look even better from the back.
Saying-
Covering ground.
They're saying maybe he
ground
did.
he
Yeah,
covered.
people are saying he didn't get
This
both
was
feet.
tough. This was tough. I
This
saw
is where the ball was
I
thrown.
saw an alternate angle this morning. That was the first one. I was like, oh, maybe it didn't touch, but I thought it touched. You called it a catch.
His pick earlier in the game was
Filthy,
He
too.
covered so much ground.
So
If you wanna
much.
play safety in the league. Hey, watch this. Like this is so difficult. How
So
much
much.
ground he covered and to come down with it.
Hash to sideline while ball is already
And
thrown.
if you pause it, Jalen Hurts knows you can't rewind it a little bit just so we can see like his legs, I guess. But Hurts knows, hey, most deep safeties are going to be leaning to 11. And usually it's Quandre Diggs who's their deep safety. In 2-minute drives, sometimes you go left and right as safeties. Jordan Love, just unbelievable. Showing shoulders, boom. So now he thinks, okay, go to this one-on-one. Now, once again, underthrown ball, but Jordan Love's making an unbelievable catch to end this game. And to get those feet down, that was
Wow.
incredible.
He had feet.
Julian.
Feet.
Julian Love.
What'd I say, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan
sorry.
Love, not a great player.
Julian Love, sorry about that.
Yeah, Jordan Love, great football player.
J Love. Julian Love.
If
Dog.
J-Lo could play on defense after Green Bay, maybe
They'd be
Yeah.
set.
it would be set.
wow.
That was a great game winner. Congratulations.
Yes, it was.
They said his feet didn't get in, but he said they called it good, so who cares?
Don't matter either
Who
way.
cares?